Well, hello everyone. Here to show you the field trip memories you say coloring right here. As you see right here, as I went ahead and drew right here, is a picture of, say, of a school bus right here. And of course, try to add as much detail as I can, like, to the coloring right here. But other than that, is like knowing about that within a certain amount of time. But anyway, but basically is that if most of us have of course have had many years of riding the school bus, it is if it was what you call like whenever you were in preschool, or if in kindergarten, or maybe the first and second grade it was. And then of course knowing about with me that I know a lot of times whenever I was going up there to school, of course quite where I went to school at, and of course in St. Charles, Missouri, and of course it's like in Columbia it is that knowing about the types of field trips that went on. That of course I can go and name a few places. It's like people probably thinking about you don't remember the places. I'm like, no, it's we went to a few places, of course, that for field trips, based on field trips, say experiences. And one of those places was in St. Charles, was like the St. Peter's. It was like the in St. Louis too. And then St. Louis Science Center, I think and then also say another place where they had like what you call is like what they would have like telescopes. I think the Mezzanine Center or something like that. And then of course another one I can remember, of course, was the Magic House. I was gonna maybe think about it's like knowing about that you'll pick a place in random, but it's like that I remember going on a field trip was the Magic House, because I remember that went there as for a class, and they had all kinds of a thing. And I can remember whenever I went on a field trip, other than what you say is the St. Louis Zoo, I can remember going on a field trip it was, and just knowing about that what's in what is the Magic House, what's in the Magic House it is. And on the other hand too, that knowing about that there's some people that may think about it's like what the Magic House it is that basically it's a building to where it's a house that you can go into it, and they would do different tricks it is, and then they would have like what you call is like to have you connect, walk up to a screen and you can take a picture, and then of course it would do say kind of different crazy things like with your faces and stuff. And then of course they had a part where they would have you hop into the center of this booth place, and then they would show like they have a rain that would soak it in the soap, some type of bubble material, and then they would have a form of a bubble it is. But they would have it to where they would have these different gadgets it was, say of the Magic House it was. But on the other hand too, to knowing about is like with my memories can go on and on about, of course, about for field trip memories. But then of course one of them of course was like enjoyed being on the highway, enjoyed traveling, we say within long distance of range it is. And with most people probably thinking about is like with field trips it is that knowing about it's like we got right here is the highway it is. The highway, it's like you got right here is the cars going, say if it's north and south. But other than that, it's like east west, it is from where the direction, if it was highway 94 something like that. But a lot of times enjoying the highway, knowing about that really why I enjoyed getting on the highway was, well, just knowing that we're more likely we're going somewhere that more likely away from school, and of course somewhere that maybe I had never been to before. It was anything that has anything to do with being involved with the class, and of course being on the highway it is. Knowing about it's like we're going to go outside today, going to see what we can find today. But other than that is knowing about with the school bus, field trip memories it is getting on the school bus, and then of course going to those certain places it was. And I just thinking about that you go to that location it is, and just knowing about that wherever it is that you just never know if you've been there before. But on the hand too, knowing about the types of neat things that you can explore when whenever you're out there visiting somewhere. But other than that is talking about the details right here.